Fire splash!
Old Uncle Donkey.
Chief Donkey. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. A little impromptu stream tonight. We're playing the Ascent. Bully's joining me on Discord. Bully, how are you, my friend?
Very good, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. So we're starting now. This is the Ascent, and we're going from the very top of the Ascent. So this is the start of a playthrough for Bully and myself. All right, man, let's get going. Now, the important thing is the A button does that little jump maneuver, and it's the fastest way to get around. Until, of course, you unlock the dash ability, but I don't think we'll get there this evening. Oh, and the other tip that you need to know is hitting up on the D-pad will shoot you the line to where you need to go, because their mini-map isn't the best, but that line totally compensates for it.
No, I noticed, as I said, I put in about 10 or 15 minutes into it this afternoon just to have a bit of a play around, and got lost very quickly.
Yeah.
I start diverging a bit.
Yeah, it does get hard, but once you work out, why can't I? Oh, because I'd already authorized? Wow. Showing my noob status there. Now, are you keen for this narrative, mate, or are you happy for me to just button through it?
Oh, let's just crash through it.
Woo! All right, here we go. First crashing through it experience. Another one. Damn. Now, there is an achievement for filling out your codex. So if you see a data pad, make sure you read it, because there's an achievement for it eventually, as well as speaking to characters.
Well, see, I'm not sure how far I'm going to get through this, so collecting all the data banks might not be
Fair enough.
required.
Fair enough. Oh, we should go into it, mate. What is your history with the recently discovery for me, twin stick shooters?
I'm not big on them, I'll be honest with you, for a variety of reasons. I noticed some good ones out there, like you've got your Hotline Miami, you've got...
Oh, yeah.
What was there? The Alien Nation, Dead Nation, those sort of ones, which
yes.
get rave reviews, but just can't manage the... And this may sound ridiculous, I just, for some reason, can't manage the walk one way, shoot the other way.
Oh, yeah, okay. If you want a tip for the the free drug that gets you hooked, if you go back and play, and now it's on the PS Vita, it may be in PS Plus, I haven't looked for it, but it's, oh gosh, what's their name? Housemarque? They made one, like it was one of the Housemarque's first games on PlayStation. I'm totally blanking on the name. But it was like a really basic, oh, sorry, mate, I've led you astray. It was a really basic twin stick shooter, but because it was so basic, like it enabled me to master moving one way, shooting the other. And it's one of those skills that once you got.
They were the two they did, weren't they? It was Dead Nation and Alien Nation. I thought Housemarque were...
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they did one before it, and it was, gosh, I'm so blanking on the name. You're a little spaceship. It was like a 2D spaceship. Not 2D, excuse me. No. It was like PSP, like, think maybe PS3 era, like early PS3, but it was on, like, it might have even been, what was the first one? The PSP? Was that the first one? Or the Go or something? Oh, I reckon it was on the PSP then, and I don't even know a year for that. Oh, man, it's killing me that I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it was Space something. Oh, the other thing is, mate, if you see these wooden crates, do the old Dark Souls drop through them, because there's all sorts of loot and stuff. And those chests there, definitely worth popping open. They got some of the best loot in the game, other than the bosses, of course. So this, jump forward thing's pretty cool. But when you unlock the dash, it's almost like, when Neo takes off at the end of the first Matrix and the ground, deforms a little and there's all particle effects, sort of?
Yeah.
when you unlock the dash ability in that, you're just doing that everywhere. You just run around, and it's like you get bits where you can't shoot your gun, you can't equip your gun around civilians, but you can keep dashing. So it's like suddenly you're like wreaking havoc. Like it doesn't cause any damage and they don't freak out, but it looks visually like you're absolutely tearing up the civilians. It's really cool. I dig it. I've become totally addicted to this game this week. I think you can.
How far into it until you get that dash ability?
Maybe 4 hours, maybe. But I'm not even sure that it goes any further or quicker than the drop roll we're doing now. It just looks phenomenally better, like just way cooler, you know? Oh, shoot. Sorry, mate. Did we pass something? Oh, wait. Give me 1 sec. I'll pull up the map. That's the one thing they need to fix on this, the map. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just... Yeah, south. Yep. Man, what was that game called? Little Spaceship. It was predominantly yellow and blue was the colour scheme. It's going to drive me nuts. What was that? It probably wasn't even a twin stick shooter. I'm sure it was a twin stick shooter. Gosh, what was it?
Yeah, I seem to have picked up another weapon. How do I...
So the cool thing about this game that I love is that it auto-equips stuff when you pick it up. It doesn't... I wish it auto-equipped the best stuff, but if you've got an empty slot, it will auto-equip whatever you pick up. But I cannot work out their inventory yet. Because I thought it was stacking, so like if you get a bunch of chest pieces, you know, the highest spec one would be on top, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I still haven't quite worked that bit out, but man, I'm having some fun with this one.
So I don't think I've gone further than I did the 10 or 15 minutes I played earlier today, so I've at least got some better weapons.
Oh, and you probably read everything unlike me, but in case you didn't read it, if you pull in the left trigger, you like lift your gun up to aim over stuff. So if someone's like crouched down, you do the old boop, boop, boop. Man, what was that game called? Funny. Next cutscene, I'm going to Google for it.
It's funny with some games, and there's no rhyme or reason behind it with the reading the tutorials and the story and all that. There's some that I'll just absolutely just bash through, and others for some reason. And there's no, as I said, there's no rhyme or reason. I'll just sit there and go, oh yeah, pull the left trigger. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, right. I never read anything. The only games that work for me are the ones that say it audibly. If they tell me it, I'm fine. I can remember it and I'm all good. But if they expect me to read anything, it's nah. Unless I bump into the feature. Gosh, what was it? Me and Unky Dunky were playing something and I'd put like 12 hours into it and like the second key feature I'd never worked out. And I was just relying on like the primary fire or something. It was
I reckon one of the things is especially with written text, when you like RPGs and stuff, if it allows you to read at your own pace and skip through the dialogue, I'm more inclined to pay attention to it. But if it makes you sit there and read it all, that's when I get turned off on it.
Yeah, right. Well, I stupidly, I don't even know why, but I had the voices turned down on this. So I was playing, I think we've missed some loot there. It'll only take a second. I had the voices turned down and everything was reading. So the first couple of times I played it, I wasn't getting anything. And then I went into the menu and turned voices on. And I don't know if you just heard her then, but when the speech bubble appears in the top left, they actually read it all out. So once I turned the voices back up, like they tell you stuff like, there is a train station closer to you than running, but she'll say it audibly, and I had that turned off. So I'm like, man, you do a lot of running in this game. What's up with that? And if I just had the audio up, it was telling me, like, don't follow the marker, go on the train station. The other one is... Sorry, go.
No, I was going to say, it's funny you talk about the audio settings sometimes, because... I'm not sure if I mentioned to you, I was playing Fallout 76 a while ago, and I was whenever you had the characters were trying to talk to you, the only way I could hear it is if you sort of turn your character side onto them.
Yes, I do remember you saying that. Yeah, mate, that's wild, isn't it?
And I did all this mucking around inside the game and all the rest of it, and I finally worked out that it was the audio settings within the game were for some reason detecting my TV as being
5.1.
Yeah, surround sound.
Yeah, yep.
When I just work off the TV speakers, so it was compensating for the fact that it was surround sound when it wasn't.
Yes, yep. I had the exact same issue with Cyberpunk when it launched. That was actually the one bug I had. I couldn't hear any audio.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Cyberpunk. Excuse me, it was Days Gone. Days Gone, I had no character audio, and then I went in and switched it to stereo after about 4 games or something, and then I'm like, oh, I can hear everyone.
Well, I was sort of the same with that, because I think I played through it for about 4 or 5 hours, and was just every time you'd speak to someone, turn side on, so you would work out what was going on.
Yes, yep.
And then finally work that out and go, oh, actually, I don't need to do that anymore.
And the actual one, the one that gave it away for me is on like the 4th whatever playthrough, I had to put headphones on, and as soon as I put headphones on, it flicked modes, and I'm like,
See, I reckon with any other game, I probably would have picked it up a bit quicker, but I just thought it was, there's the bugs.
Yeah, yep, totally. When they're buggy at launch.
Yes, yeah. So I just assumed that it was a bug that was in the game, and which is funny because in all of their games, I've never encountered really a noticeable bug or a game breaking bug or anything like that. I've never had any issues with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I can't say I've had an audio issue, with the old thing. Sorry, I just happened to know that weapon skin was there is why we went there. Counter to the little thing. Hey, mate, you've got the blue ring around you. I've only had the red. I guess it's a player 2 thing. My question is, when you hit up on the D-pad, does your pointer, is it blue as well, or is it red?
No, it's slated.
Okay. Oh, I love this. Look how good that looks. Oh, this game looks phenomenal. I dig the art style. I dig everything about it. I love it.
So I'll have to say that because it's one of those. There's a lot of games, even Back 4 Blood. I tried playing that solo for a little bit and sort of ho-hum. But as soon as you start playing with other people and getting in a group and co-op and that sort of stuff, it absolutely makes the game.
Yeah, I agree completely, man. This game is so much fun, but I'm having way more fun now that you're in it with me because I've only played it solo. Well, I think Unky Dunky and I played it when it came out, but I've been playing so much solo lately. But you're right, this is heaps more fun. Oh, the other one is L3, mate, for 3 grenades. I didn't find that for a while. And then you hit it again and they'll blow up mid-air. Like, you arc it straight over someone's head and when it's on top of them, you hit L3 again and it'll blow up right on their noodle. And oh my God, this guy, he mustn't scale in single player. I was fighting that guy for about 10 minutes by myself, I reckon. This is amazing. This is like so much better co-op. Oh man, I'm gonna have to somehow convince you to play this whole game with me, I think. We're gonna get you the $6 DLC so you've got the overpowered weapons. And you'll love yourself silly.
Well, I think there'll have to be a fair bit of convincing.
Hey mate, if I turn you around on Balan Wonderworld, I can do anything.
Well, it's funny, and I know we were chatting about it before, but one of the Game Pass games that came out today was the Paw Patrol game.
Yes! Yep, my boys love it.
Which, it's funny because I really... You play countless amount of games like this, and I actually find it enjoyable sometimes to just switch off, not really have to think, and just play some ridiculously easy platformer that, you know, it's just a bit of hit and giggle like, and like you're 10 years old again.
Yeah, totally. No, but I do live my life that way, so.
But the one thing I was going to say, seeing you brought up Alan Wonderland, or Wonder World, whatever it's called,
Oh, I'm forever calling it the wrong thing. Yep.
I actually got more enjoyment out of Paw Patrol than what I did out of Balan Wonderworld.
Oh, I believe it, man. I think I've gotten more enjoyment out of every other game than Balan Wonderworld. Oh, fuck, I've left you behind. Sorry, mate. I'll come back.
No, there's this little critter that just won't die.
Oh, he's not even on my screen. I can see his health bar, but he's bugged out. He's not there. So I guess they didn't squash all the bugs since launch. But that was really common previously. And I haven't seen it at all single player. That's the first time I've seen it. How good does this game look? Oh, I love it.
I mean, it does look pretty good.
I love it. And once it clicked in my head that it's World of Warcraft, it's done something to me. I could live in this world. I could live in it. All right, good twin stick shooters on the PSP. What do we got? Where is it?
What you have to see is was it a Housemarque game or was it something else?
Well, I think it was a Housemarque game, but I'm not positive. Not Helldivers. Ooh, no, not Super Stardust.
So there.
Are you Housemarque searching?
Stormdivers.
Stormdivers?
Super Stardust.
Not Super Stardust. And if my goddamn PS Vita still worked, I could just turn it on and tell you. That is a highly recommended one, Geometry Wars. I've spent many hours on that, but it's not the one I was thinking of.
Well, no, I'm having a quick flick through as well, but
It was goddamn, and you could go. It was. There were underwater levels. I remember that.
I have to get back to it. I think that.
Oh, we've loaded. Sorry, I got totally distracted. Man, I can picture it too. But part of me's wondering whether it's, instead of Housemarque, whether it's the crew that did, what were those tower defense? Pixel Junk. Oh, maybe it was a Pixel Junk twin stick. I think it was, now that I've said Pixel Junk. I reckon it was the Pixel Junk developers. Next cutscene, I'm looking up Pixel Junk developers and then their gaming history, and I bet we find it. I think it's got super in the title. I think it's super something something. Oh, now, Bully, you don't have to by any means, but we were having a pretty epic conversation about World of Warcraft before we got on air this evening. Do you care to relive some of the highlights, or should we just keep it to ourselves?
Oh no, we can go through that. I don't know if I'd call it highlights. It's almost like a drug addict type game.
Yep.
You just like in the glory days, and I use that term because I think I haven't played it for probably 10 years, and my understanding has gone downhill a little bit since then. But in the mid to late 2000s is sort of when I really got into it, and would, as I said, you would just spend hours and hours a day just playing through it, and put all of the rest of your life sort of to the side. For some reason, just sit there and play it.
It was beautiful. And I sent you a photo of my pride and joy, mate. What did you think of that?
Oh, all the collector's editions? Yeah,
I've got the first 6 collector's editions that were available for World of Warcraft. I looked it up. This was probably 10 years ago. I looked it up, and they were offering just for the pets that came in it. It was specifically the pets on eBay they wanted to buy. They'd buy a whole account just for the pets that came out in the first World of Warcraft collector's edition. Like it was a mini Diablo thing or something.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because there was, at one stage, you could make a lot of money selling, like a lot of real-world money selling virtual items to other like someone else in the game.
Yep.
you know, certain weapons or armor or stuff like that, you could make hundreds and hundreds of dollars selling that stuff.
Oh, I've just had a thought. We're a bit strapped for cash here at Geek Aloud, which reminds me, hit the join button or the thanks button, please. We need cash. I should probably go back. I'm never going to use that World of Warcraft account. Surely someone will pay me some money for the first 6 collectors, an account with the first 6 collector's editions attached. That's got to be worth a couple of bucks to someone, doesn't it? Surely.
Well, I reckon it would, but I don't know. As I said, I know it's sort of lost a little bit of its allure in recent years. So
It has, but
that are sitting there.
It's so far since pressing, though. You cannot get those items anymore, you know? Like, they've got to have held value. What I need to do, I think, is put it on the blockchain.
Yes. It's funny because I think I mentioned it, I think, in one of the episodes of the Gaming Enforcement Agency a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
With Final Fantasy 14 and how you can build your own plots, or you can buy a plot of land and then build your own house and all that sort of stuff on it. But basically, it's like trying to buy a vacant plot of land in New York. There's none available. Yep. And there are people selling it for thousands and thousands of real-world dollars to offer up their plot of land. Yeah. Oh, I'm so going to Google that in a second. I'm just looking up Pixel Junk series to try and find... Was it the Pixel Junk guys? I'm not even sure. Where's their Wikipedia, please?
Look, when we need a company...
And then if you've got a computer next to you, mate, if you want to jump the shark and go to eBay and look up World of Warcraft accounts, collector's edition, and just tell me the good news. We'll jump on it right now. Pixel Junk, what do we got? Pixel Junk races. Oh, Pixel Junk shooters, probably it. Is it? Yes! Pixel Junk shooters, that's what I was looking for. That is baby's first twin stick shooter, mate. That'll get you in. And it's available on the PS4.
What was it called?
It's called Pixel Junk Shooter.
Pixel Junk Shooter.
That'll teach you the... Yeah, go.
I've got the 6 editions of the World of Warcraft. Someone is trying to sell on eBay for 60. These are unused. Yeah. So obviously the code's still intact, etc. $60,000.
Tell me you can find a used account from... I'd even take it if they were just after the first collector's edition, because I remember, as I was saying, like 10 years ago, they were worth hundreds of dollars. That price can only have gone up, surely.
Well, here's the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade, which I think from memory is the second...
Second,
expansion. So new is 500.
Not new. We need used. It needs to be a used account that just has the pets. Is the real money, or used to be.
Well, let's see. Collector's edition. It's used account. I don't know how I'm going to find this. It's too much. I think I'm searching for too much stuff here, but we'll have a look. No, too much. I'll have to put a bit more time into that, I think.
Perfect. I tell you what, mate, if you deal with all the nonsense and the people online, I'll go your halves in whatever we make.
You must be Pooh. Looks like you picked here. This is your
I reckon there'll be people out there that want to...
I reckon there will be, but I'm not in the mood for dealing with them.
No, because I think, as you said, you can't, like those pets and the mounts and stuff, you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Yeah, so unless you've got unless you're a crazy person like me.
Well,
either that, or unless you're sitting on an account or on a edition.
Yep.
And willing to shell out, $500 or $600 for a new collector's edition, you won't get access to them. So.
Yeah. Woo! We can make some money on this one, bully.
Well, we do. We'll see how we go. We might be able to sort you out for the new camera and the
4K. Get the 4K streaming PC back together. Now we're talking.
Yes.
Oh, this could be a good thing. Oh, this is the best idea I've had in months.
Well, it's funny because But back in those days, I wasn't big on the physical edition of stuff as I am now. So most of my, disappointingly, most of my World of Warcraft stuff is the digital only downloads.
Yeah, digital only downloads. But I went nuts for it, man. I tried the used. I'll add used.
I think the only physical one I bought was the original release of it, which I think, from memory, cost about $30 or $40 and had a 2-month free trial, which would be...
Read the mission name. Read the mission name.
It's funny. I liked in the free trial that they offered at one stage was like the crack dealer.
Yes.
Just have a taste.
Have a 14-day taste. Refer a friend. Get a bonus 30 days.
Correct.
Now, you don't have to, obviously, but I just upgraded my pistol off that guy. I reckon it's a good purchase. I think it was the third item down. It was the one pistol I could afford.
I've only got 2 there. Hang
on. What's it called? The EP4 pacifier, I reckon, is a good choice. The one.
Purchased done. And you were saying before it auto equips.
It auto equips if you pick it up. If you buy it from a store, you've got to manually do it. Oh, if the slot's empty, actually, it'll auto equip. If the slot's not empty, you've got to do it manually. I'll just stand by at the front of the weapons store, sing out when you're ready. I'm going to keep trying to find a price.
Right out, primary. Pacifier. There we go.
Here we go. An affordable World of Warcraft Collector's Edition for sale. What are they calling affordable? God, what's the S currency? I don't know what S is. No idea. Oh, none of this stuff's any good. No, this is all silly. 7 years ago, it went for 130 S, whatever S is.
I don't know, but I know at one stage they were basically paying people as their full-time job, was to sit there and
Gold farm? Yes!
Yeah, gold farm and farm raw materials that they would then sell in-game, again, for hundreds of dollars to people that couldn't be bothered spending the time and the effort and the energy. And I sort of thought, well, that's literally the game.
Yeah.
Without that, I don't know what you're doing.
It totally is. But the thing I always found hilarious about that was that they weren't real people doing it. They just had, like, AI bots were doing the farming. So it's kind of like people rolling Bitcoin these days. Like, it's no real work as such. Like, yeah, okay, somebody's got to create the account and kick off the bot. But once they do that, you know.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. And they're just getting, I don't know, do you recall what they were charging? I got no idea.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head what the exact prices were, but I'm pretty sure it works at various stages. You were looking at paying a decent amount of money, like especially for some of the rarer crafting items and stuff like that. They were charging a bit of money for it.
Hold on, mate. We've got to hit that. Yeah, they were. I agree. Sorry, we've got to spend our skill points. If you go into your skills tab, and I highly recommend going to the second bottom one, vital signs, and you can flick up on the D-pad to go from the top to the bottom of the list pretty quick. I put all points at the start until I max out my health for 3 health bars on the left.
Hang on, let me see. How many points I've got, but I'll just put them all into vital signs.
Perfect.
That's it. There we go.
That code, that page, excuse me, is no good. I'm not finding any good answers. I think I should give up and look into it later. Oh, we're going the wrong way again. Sorry.
It is funny, though, how much some people will pay for nostalgia type things that...
Well, especially the last 2 years, everyone went nuts for nostalgia.
Well, I think that a lot of that was
Free money from the government?
COVID.
Yeah, but it was free money
There
for
was
the
that.
government during COVID. That was the
There was that, but there was also the hours and hours and hours of just sitting at home and can't go
Well,
out.
yeah, very true.
You know, how am I going to spend my time? Oh, you know.
I remember the good old days when boys were men and women ate their young.
Yeah, so all that sort of stuff. So then you start going, oh, I remember He-Man when I was a young lad. Let's buy the DVD set or something. Or
Well, Pokemon went crazy.
Oh,
Are you still fighting, man, or do you want to run up this lift?
no, we've got one. There we go. Well, it's funny because the cards went crazy.
Come stand next to me, man, on this platform. No, you've gone too far north and then west a little.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I know the Pokemon cards went crazy for a while, but even the video games and stuff, like they went from,
Yeah.
you know, some of the old Game Boy games and even the early DS games and stuff like that, you used to be able to pick up, you know, for under $100 complete.
Yeah.
You know, 3 or 4 years ago. And this is probably indicative of most of the used game market, but Pokemon especially has gone absolutely ballistic over the last, 18 months to 2 years, to the point where you're paying probably 10 times the price you were 3 years ago.
Yeah, yep. That's so wild. What was the other one I heard the other day? There's something else that went up crazy high last. Oh, G.I. Joe figures. Colin Moriarty was talking about how much the G.I. Joes went up.
Oh, they've gone up, but even like a lot of that other stuff as well. Like if you're talking about figures and characters and stuff, like your He-Man and your old Batman figures, your old Turtle figures and stuff like that, they've gone crazy as well. So on the prices on those.
That's so wild.
And even some of the old board games and stuff. Like I'm not sure if you ever played it back in the 80s. There was a board game called Hero Quest.
No, not familiar with that one.
That had, it was like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing, probably a little bit more basic than Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit easier to get into. Copies of that, like the original set, now go for $500-600, and the expansion sets for that go for anywhere from $150 to $250. So even board games and stuff like that are going crazy.
Well, that's so wild. I had no idea about the board games. That's crazy. My old default favourite, and still to this day, is Mousetrap. Give me some Mousetrap action any day of the week.
But it's funny because they keep releasing updated versions of that. And,
oh, really?
The kids have got it in the cover that they like to crack out from time to time. The only issue is that it takes forever to set it up. Oh,
it does, but it's so worth it. You can just imagine me getting all excited, can't you, as it runs towards the end. Oh, yeah! I get more excited than my boys, and it's a little embarrassing. My kids get bored and walk off, and I'm sitting there googling eyes at it. Oh, that's not you. That's a guy walking up hitting me with a bat. Have I left you for dead? Sorry, man. I got all... Oh, no, there you are. We're all good. No, that's not you again. I got sucked in. Oh, you're coming up the other way. I can see you. Oh, wait. I just quickly got to tell you, hit LB when you're near someone that's fun.
Is there a health pack or Oh, no, just died.
Oh, I just died as well, but it's okay. The system here is very forgiving. We won't lose much at all. We keep all the XP we've earned, and we don't lose much real estate.
Is there a health pack button or a healing button?
No, there isn't. You've just got to smack all the crates around you. But the really cool thing is, in a bit, you get a couple of hours in, you can get an augment that's a drone, and you deploy it with whichever one you assign it to, left bumper, right bumper, but it will auto fly out and pick up stuff off the field. It's kind of like Ellie in The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So, have you done it yet, the LB, and done your super punch into a dude? It's a melee attack, you've got to be close.
I did when you told me, and I had no one around me.
Oh, run up to, you can see down the bottom right next to your pistol.
Oh, there we go.
Down the bottom right next to your pistol, that fist, when it's solid red, you can deploy it, and once you've deployed it, you can see it recharge in that same spot. So it comes back again pretty quick.
I think I did just let loose on it there, so...
I think it's just time that recharges it, but now I'm wondering if it's kills or XP or something. Is this not coming back? Oh, there we go. What was that, about 12 seconds, I reckon?
Oh, I think it was taking a bit longer, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought it was originally timed, but now I'm wondering if it's, you know, kills or bullets fired or distance travelled or God knows. Hey, Bully, I've just had a thought, man. Check your PlayStation Plus library. I reckon they gave out years ago Pixel Junk shooters as part of a PS Plus thing. You might already have it in your library.
Well, I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look because I have done that for years, even ones that I wasn't interested in playing at the time. You still claim them, and even if you don't download them.
Yep, exactly, correct. Yeah. Check that back. What are you firing? That's epic. I haven't seen that before. Is that like a laser pistol?
No, that's that DB12 thingy that you told me to buy in the...
Oh! I hadn't switched to it. Idiot me. Now, if you want a quick achievement, stand here and wait for the train. You catch the train for the first time, you'll get a Chivo. Unless we're not old enough yet to unlock it. If that's the first train station we've seen, the train won't come. Sorry. I forget we're brand new to the world. Oh, look at this. Blue light disco.
Well, and we do need to keep the achievements going because old Unky Dunky is sitting very sad in third position on the GEA leaderboard at the moment.
He is. Do you reckon he's going to put in a few late nights trying to catch us?
Oh, I don't know if he's going to put in the late nights or whether he's going to put in the grievances for me playing Paw Patrol.
It's all right, mate. You can balance it out with some Peppa Pig action.
Yes.
Is My Name is Mayo still in there?
Was that on Game Pass? Was it?
I am relatively confident when Game Pass launched, it was in there. I never played it. Like, I played it on PlayStation at some point, but I never played it on Xbox. But I'd say I was 95% confident that it was in there at the start of Game Pass, but I never looked to see if they pulled it back out again.
I'll be honest, I don't think, if you're talking about going for the Platinum Trophy on the PlayStation, I think the cheapest one I ever went and did was a Mario Kart knockoff, and a very bad one at that, it was called Coffin Dodgers.
Oh, never heard of it. Oh, nice move.
It's basically Mario Kart, but instead of having the Mario characters driving around the go-karts, it's
oh, look at him disintegrate. Sorry, mate.
It's basically oh no, I'm dead.
Oh, we're both dead at once. Nope. Now, I haven't revived you yet, but I'm pretty sure if we take it in turns to die and revive each other, we'll both get a Chivo for it.
Ooh.
Maybe let me go in. Just hang back, man. Let me go in and I'll deliberately die, and then you can come over and res me. I want you to shoot me. Oh, he's locked onto you. I'll have to find someone else. AKA Grinder. Is she talking about apps or what's going on, do you reckon?
Oh, I can't even. I've got the sound turned down. I'm trying to read that plus work out what it's cooking.
I don't know about you, man, but I just saw a few frame drops just then.
No, mine's been going pretty well.
Just then, at the base of the stairs and into this house, it just went, how you doing? Oh, and are you going to pick up, sorry, I should let everyone know, that we found an absolute steal online today for Back for Blood PlayStation 5 from a local retailer, JB Hi-Fi. $29 for the launch deluxe edition, which includes the annual pass, and the annual pass will set you back $40 on its own, and you can get the game, steelbook case, and annual pass for $29 at JB. You've done it again. It was perfect.
I think. Well, yeah. I know I've said it many a time, but I'm very much an avid physical game collector. So I think at that price, I'll have to. Even though I've got it, and we both. Well, we did the stream the other day with it on the Xbox Game Pass. I still think I might have to jump into it and get the physical version on the PS5, I think.
Oh, yes. Now, look, everyone, I'm showing it on screen. It's the most epic steel case we've ever seen. And there's the old receipt. Oh, I won't put the receipt up. I think it might have the credit card number on there. But here's the proof. Annual pass and weapon pack, $29. PlayStation 5. Tickle me fancied and impressed. Can't wait. Install on the channel tomorrow. Now, are you standing up there? Do you want to deliberately die because you're in a boss area and it's going to get real tough? I'll hang back, I'll res you, and then we'll switch positions. We'll both get the cheapo. How does that sound?
All right, here we go.
All right, you're down. Yeah, just crawl down towards me, mate. If I don't walk up, as soon as, there you go, that's enough. As soon as you're out of that red circle on the mini-map, we're good to go. Now, hold on. Although I didn't see the achievement pop, that's a bit disappointing, but just hang back, man. I will die and come to you. Because maybe it'll pop, in a minute or two. There we go, I'm down. I'm slowly crawling. I love the way that they killed me and there's 4 of them standing around just looking at me while I'm crawling off slowly.
There we go.
Tell me if Achivo pops, man, because mine didn't pop, which is a little disappointing. It did or didn't?
Mine popped.
Oh,
Yeah,
mine didn't pop. How disappointing. Mate, you got how many points was that? How many points did we just pick up? Oh!
I didn't see what it was. And
That's all right, man. No biggie.
Let me check. Quickly.
Well, you checked that.
20.
Nice! I was worried it was going to be 5. What do they call the PSN Gold games? What is it? PSN what? Plus? Or PS Plus Library, maybe? Just trying to do a quick Google to see if it was at one point in there. Yes! September 2015, mate.
Oh, yeah, I would have had it then, so I'll have to have a look.
That's awesome. Again? Pixel Junk Shooter. It was trying to Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate and NBA 2K14 8 years ago. But if you can get that, you should be able to get it. 8 years ago, it wouldn't be the PS4 edition. I wonder if there was a free upgrade. Do you still have a PS3 floating around somewhere, Bully?
Oh, you know I do.
Is it in working order, though? Because didn't the... Hey, level 4. I think a few of the BIOS batteries went flat, didn't they? And then people couldn't get them back or something?
I think they fixed that issue. There was a firmware update for it.
Ah, perfect.
Fix that issue, yeah. So if your internal battery went flat, and then you tried to replace it, it wouldn't
turn back on.
It wouldn't. Well, in essence, it wouldn't recognise the fact that it reset the internal clock, I think.
Yeah, and it thought it was back in 1972 or something.
Yeah, and then that caused another. Yeah, that then caused other.
And then all the games. Yeah, then all the games were saying, "We'll unlock in 30 years."
So I think they fixed that, but I've got an original fat. I've got a slim and a super slim plus.
Wow.
I think I've got 2 or 3 spare slims.
You are a collector deluxe, sir. I've got 1 PS3 Slim left. That's all I've got.
No, I've got one The best one, which is
Oh, I'm
sitting in
down northeast. Oh, you're down as well. Ah, shoot, man. Sorry. Sing out when you drop, and I'll double back for you.
I think I've got one that is basically brand new in box, the slim version.
Ooh.
That's sitting there.
I think we're going the wrong way.
I'm very loath to take it out and do anything with it, though.
Is it legit brand new in box? You haven't fired it up ever? I was just about to say, man, you should fire it up and get that firmware patch before the battery dies.
I think it has been turned off on at some point, but it's basically, I think it was just to make sure it worked when I got it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Otherwise,
Probably worth firing up. Here we go. Here's the last boss. Oh, I love that bloody vaporize LB button. It's the coolest thing. Look at it. Tell me this game doesn't look cool as Bully. Come on.
Oh, it does. It does.
Oozes style. It oozes style. Oh, I'm down, mate. I am down. Next to the bloke I lit on fire. The only thing they need to add to that UI is some sort of indicator to me as to how close you are to rezzing me. Like, I can see you doing the work, but I don't know if it's 2 or 3 seconds off, you know?
Oh, see, I can see it.
I know you can, but I can't.
But you can't, yeah.
Is that the Wilhelm scream? No, that goes for twice as long. Oh, I love it! Kaboosh! Disintegration, yes please. Oh, now, these line of ATMs here, Bully. Oh, no, we can't hack them yet. If you hack each one of those and blow each one of them up, there's an achievement.
See you there already. Hold the fort. We'll be arriving
Oh, have I lost you, Bully?
No, sorry, almost had a bit of a coughing fit there. But
Oh, fair enough. My apologies. I'll just calm down a little. Yeah, no, very good.
Everyone.
Very good. I'll calm down a little, shall I?
So
He said that he drinks more coffee.
And unlock.
Yeah, well, you've already got the ability to hack some stuff, but it's like you need to upgrade it to level 3, I think, to get into the ATMs.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, it's called ICE, I think, is the name of the hacking device. If you go into your menus, probably not now, but if you go into your menus at some point, you can interrogate your ICE hack pad level, and once it's level 3, you can unlock that achievement. Oh, the other one, man, to keep out your eye for is look for a bloke about to throw a grenade and then shoot him but don't kill him and let him kill himself with his own grenade, and I think 15 points are yours.
Oh, nice. Now, the other thing I was going to ask, I'm not sure if you know, so the progress that we put in through the co-op here, can that translate to
Yes.
Jumping back into the single-player version?
Absolutely. You can go single player offline with these characters. Oh, I'm down. I'm coming to you. I forgot how hard these boys... Now, tell me these guys shouldn't be called Rocksteady and Bebop. See that little, like, shockwave he just did?
Yeah.
The dash ability looks 3 times as cool as that, but similar.
Look, now I'm down.
Oh, I'm down as well.
Ugh.
Rocksteady knocked me into the next atmosphere. Kaboosh. He bebopped all over my face.
Actually, speaking of the old Shredder's Revenge,
Yes.
the Turtles game, so I found out today that one of the achievements for that is a 250 hit combo.
Oh, get out of town.
And to get that is basically, if you get hit once, it interrupts the combo. If you take too long in between sections, it interrupts the combo.
Insane.
I found a way to cheese that.
Tell me.
So basically, in one of the first levels, if you can get, if you kill all the other enemies on the screen and then level 1... And
did you just get the Chivo? Grenade
Nope.
drop. I just did the grenade drop. I thought it might have popped for you.
No, it didn't for me. So if you can get all the other enemies off the screen bar one,
Yep.
and then you get him into the corner.
Like back, like left-hand edge of the screen, do you mean?
Yeah, so left-hand edge of the screen.
Yep.
And then just start punching. And if he gets caught where he can't get out of that left-hand edge of the screen, you can continually hit him, even though the damage would have normally killed him.
Yes.
It allows you to keep hitting him time and time again and build up that combo.
I love it. And you know what else I love about that story, Bully? Sounds like I've got another video to make tomorrow for Geek Aloud. Nice work.
Try and choose the achievement video.
Yep, I love them. We've already got a few up on the channel, man. I love it. I got all the cyberpunk ones, the Sasquatch ones. Did you ever look into those?
No, I haven't.
There's as far as I know, I'm the only one that found it. I put the video up and then a few more appeared, but everyone knew how to cheese the Sasquatch boss. It was a specific method, but my improvement to that method was I found you could actually run to the back door, like it was in a shopping mall sort of thing, and you'd have to run all the way through the shopping mall, and it took an hour to do it. But I worked out if you pick it up and then you can just walk in the back door and go straight to Sasquatch, you get to him within 5 minutes instead of having to spend the hour before you could grind. Woo! Did that help some people?
That was pretty similar to the Elden Ring ball cheese bit.
Yes, that one, and then Unky Dunky put me on. There was three. The first one's the rolling ball. I can't remember what the second one is, and then the third one's sniping that giant bird.
I think the second one was, and I can't remember exactly where it was, but there was like 5 or 6 easier enemies, and then a sort of acolyte type of thing.
Yes. On the reverse flip side of the map down southeast, there was that spawn point. You're absolutely correct. Yep.
And I think it was if you timed it right, you could draw one of them out at a time.
Yeah, you could just stand just outside their range and pick one off the time. You're completely correct. Now, we've leveled up again, mate, so open your skills menu and go back and pound as many points into vital signs as you can. That'll just keep us from death a little more.
Doesn't seem to be working that well at the moment.
Sorry, mate. Slight adjustment on the ear there, and I missed whatever you just said.
Oh, you just said put it into vital signs, and it'll stop us.
Yes.
Stop us dying so much. I said, well, it's not working that well at the moment, is it?
In my defence, mate, it's once you see on the left-hand side of the weapons there, the red bars.
Yep.
When we hit 20 points in it, it's maxed out. And once it's maxed out, I didn't die again. So we're almost there. We're probably 2 levels off not dying, I reckon. Now, and this is the exact point. See, if you look up in the top left, it's like, don't walk the long way, you idiot. Go to the train station. And so I know how to get there, man, because I was playing it early today. So just follow me up this way, and then we'll take an elevator down. We'll hit that metro, and you'll get the achievement for riding the train. And we can walk back to the turning point for the quest.
Nice. One more step in front of Unky Dunky.
Oh, yes. And back in the day, mate, I would have told you to get your griffin out. All right, come join me on this lift when you finish fighting with the locals. Oh, how about this for nostalgia, mate? Did you love doing gosh, what were they called? Was it the Warlock Mount Quest? Do you remember that one?
On World of Warcraft?
Yeah. The original, vanilla WoW.
I played it.
Oh, I just remember it because it was like this epic 20 quest thing. Because you know how everyone else, would you hit level 20, I think, to unlock mounts? And everyone else,
something around there.
Yeah, everyone else just hit level 20 and then run off to the stables and could buy their first mount. But the Warlocks couldn't do that. They had to go on this epic 20-step quest thing to unlock their mounts. But it was a thing of beauty. It was one of the, in my playthroughs of World of Warcraft, it was one of the absolute highlights because it took me like a week to do all these 20 quests.
Yep.
So rewarding. Now, we've got to haul ass here, I think, because these characters are way overpowered, but the metro station's just up here. That's cool. Once I hit the metro station, they'll stop chasing me, and then I'll double back for you. Train's there. Oh, wait, they haven't. Just... Oh, they're meant to disengage. Disengage, you bastards. there they go. All right, they're leaving. All right, I'm coming back to you now, man.
I'm just about eked out.
Oh, no. I'm coming, bully. Here we go.
Almost.
Yes. Hopefully you don't die. Nailed it.
Up and about.
Hashtag real gamers. All right, here we go.
I think I had another second in me at that point.
Perfect. I love pushing it to the line. Here we go. And just take a quick note, bully. See next to cluster 13, far right-hand side is the marker.
Yep.
The green marker, that lets you know that that's where the thing is. And I totally missed the train because I took too long. Just wait a second and another one will come. But yeah, if you ever need to catch a train, look for the marker. The thing I haven't worked out yet is, later on in the game when you've unlocked a couple of states, I don't know on that thing how to like switch over to the state where the turn-in is, because sometimes you're like 2 states away from the original quest, if you know what I mean.
Yep, yeah.
And so I'm sure there's a way to navigate it. I just haven't, because you know I'm not one to stop and read their bloody codex to find out the real answer. I'm sure it's straightforward, but I'll button mash one day. I'll learn it. Oh, check out the hologram. That dude's looking out on the train. How cool is that? And I honestly didn't know you could move at this point. You've just blown my mind. It's one of the times where I put the controller down and check the phone usually, you know?
Well, that's what you normally do on the loading screen.
Yeah. So you run around there, I'm just like, what? This game just got another 0.3% cooler.
All right, there we go.
Oh,
Just in the tunnel there.
the other quick 20-point achievement I think you can get, if you run into the, what do you call it, the cybernetics shop, where you can upgrade your cybernetics, you can also reset your skill point spend for, I think it's 1,000 credits. And if you do that, you'll get, I think it's 15 points for resetting it, and then just respec, and then just spend all the same points in the exact way you did.
Well, I reckon at this point, so I'll just need another before we boot off again.
Yep, standing by.
Unky Dunky's sitting at 485. You're at 1180, and I'm at 1660. So I think.
Whoa! You are leading the charge, mate. You are leading that charge.
I think Unky Dunky's got a fair bit of work to do over the next 2 weeks.
I love it. Unky Dunky, you got some homework, son. Now, this is the bounty turn-in spot, but I don't know if we've actually done a bounty yet. But your first bounty turn-in will get you another 25, I want to say. And the bounties, you don't even hunt them down. Just as we go off on the main mission, if you look on the mini-map, you see the normal enemies are just little red circles. But if you see an enemy that's a red octagon, that's an enemy with a bounty on their head. So as soon as you kill one of those guys, you run back to that guy and you can turn in the bounty.
So you're not really going out of your way to do any of that sort of stuff.
You've just got to have your eye occasionally on the mini-map and look for anyone with the red jobby. Oh, transmogs are no good. That's a waste of money. That's just cosmetic, I think. But there's a guy around here somewhere. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's maybe that eye with like the digital look on it. We'll let you reset your skill points if you want to jump straight into that little 25-pointer. Just picking up the side quests. I think he wants us to go kill Hogger.
Oh. There's Hogger. That was one of the first sort of bosses in, what was the area? Stormwind.
That's right. Just, what was that, north of Stormwind?
Yes, Hogger.
Now, I'm going to ask you, what was your favourite joke from Baron's chat?
Oh, I can't even remember.
All right, wait a minute. How about this then? Can you tell me who The actor was action hero actor that all the jokes were about in the Barrens. How about that?
No, I
Chuck
can't.
Norris. It was Chuck Norris. There was just a million Chuck Norris. You'd walk into the Barrens and your chat would just fill up with Chuck Norris jokes. It was the best thing ever. Oh, I can't even remember any of them now, but they were real simple. Like, what's the difference between your mum and Chuck Norris? All this sort of stuff. It was great. I believe the answer to that one was you don't have to say please to Chuck Norris. Oh, that's the other big one that I didn't read and stumbled across later. I don't think we can do it yet, but eventually, maybe in 1 or 2 more missions, we can just hit left on the D-pad at any point and summon a taxi, and then it'll drop you off, not at metro stations, but it'll drop you off much like the trains work, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they'll send you, like, across the world. And it's super helpful because if you run the long way, you spend 20 minutes running back to the quest giver. Oh, up here, I think. Oh, no. Now, I could be wrong, but is the name of this quest... Oh, God, I can't remember it now. What's the name of this quest, Billy? Do you happen to know? I've got a feeling once we do this main mission quest, we unlock... If you've got the $6 DLC, you'll unlock the overpowered grenade launcher, I think, after doing this one.
Main mission we're doing, trading places, archaeology,
Yep.
trading places.
Trading places, that's the one. So once we finish this main mission, you'll have the ability, should you so choose, to spend 6 yams and get a ridiculously overpowered weapon. Come for a ride on my platform, friend.
So there we go. I think we might have to make this the last quest stop, I think.
Very good. I love it. I love the idea that you can just, spend tomorrow morning's breakfast considering whether $6 is worth your time. Do I? Don't I? It's only $6, but it's a twin stick shooter. You know what Unky Dunky would say?
Oh, I know exactly what he would say.
I love it.
He's just, he's the opposite of Scrooge McDuck. He's permanently got his wallet open, that boy.
Oh! Man, I love the way your blue bullets are contrasting with my red laser.
It does. I have to agree with you. It does look. It is a pretty good looking game.
It's phenomenal. And the real thing I want to highlight to anyone out there who played it at launch is it did not run at all like this. It was so framey, like it would... It felt to me like it was forever hitting 15 frames a second, and it didn't have half the visual effects. They have really done some work in the last few months with patches on this thing. Couldn't be any more impressed. Oh, there's one guy. There's a bounty. That guy. Kill that guy. Turn in his bounty. Boom. Chimbo. Oh, I've gone the wrong way again. Oh, wait. There's a gun back here. Wait, is that a gun? Oh, yeah. Oh, the other thing to note, mate, is do you see the motorbikes and cars sitting around sometimes in the environment?
No, I haven't taken a lot of notice.
If you see those, they'll blow up like the barrels. They just need a few more bullets, but you can set them up as well.
The old red barrel gaming cliche.
Indeed! Gaming Enforcement Agency, episode 36, best of the best of the best. Oh, now, did you by chance, did you read our weekly doc today and see the proposal I made for this next week's standoff?
No, I haven't had a chance to have a squiz at it yet.
Okay, well, I won't say what it is. I'll just leave it as a nice big tease. But I think it might be as good as the original one we did, which was best use of an orange tree in game. I think it's right up there. But I won't spoil it. Instead, I'll tease it. You'll have to watch Tuesday, 8 p.m-ish, Geek Aloud, Gaming Enforcement Agency. Where are you off to, man? South, sir, south.
Oh, it's just finishing off a few troublesome lads.
Ah, sorry, they were just beyond my range of minimap. I didn't see them. Oh, level 7, man. Did you pop level 7? I just assume we're in sync XP-wise. Oh, another bounty here. That'll be good for a couple of 1,000 credits if we drop in. Oh, and the other thing, and I'm not sure if it's a PlayStation exclusive or not, because there is some PlayStation exclusive content for this, but I unlocked on my PlayStation run earlier today a jack-o'-lantern head for my character, which has ridiculously good stats on it. And it looks as ridiculous as it sounds.
Well, to be fair, most cosmetic things do.
But it's not just cosmetic. That's what blows me away. The stats on it are epic.
Well, I think it's what you see the pictures of online all the time of RPG characters that have they've got the big sword and the armor, and then they've got hot pink tight pants because that's the best. That's got the best stats.
Oh, the things gamers do for their numbers. Now, Billy, here's one for you, mate. Do you think we will ever see World of Warcraft on a console?
No, if it was going to happen, it would happen already. Which
That's
I'm very... To be fair, I'm very surprised they didn't try and push it through, especially with the success of
14.
Final Fantasy 14, because that's been even on console that goes pretty well. So I'm very surprised that they haven't tried to introduce it. Especially, I know PlayStation is a bit more limited, but the Xbox has a lot of games that have got keyboard and mouse support. So.
Yes. Yep. I've been wanting World of Warcraft on console since I got into it on PC. But after talking to you tonight, mate, maybe I'm glad that it's never come out, because I mightn't play any other game ever again.
Well, and that was the time sync issue of that game. And I think I said to you, it was just that thing of 5 more minutes. If I just do that one thing, and then 5 more minutes,
one
and then
more
5
quest.
minutes turns into 5 hours, and your day's gone.
Yep. Or the sun comes up and you haven't had any sleep.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, no, I just shot us. Sorry, mate, go.
No, I was just going to say I'm probably very happy that it never actually did come to the consoles, to be honest.
Oh, well, we've got an advanced lead, mate. If they ever bring it to the consoles, we'll have to give them an infringement notice on GEA. Sorry, go.
Speaking of 14, though, I have actually on occasion looked into it and sort of thought, I'm down, by the way.
Coming to you. Oh, no, I'm down. Shoot. Dang, sorry.
I have sort of looked into it on the odd occasion and thought, maybe I'll jump into it, and then the whole World of Warcraft thing comes back, and I just think, no, I don't. I just can't do it.
I thought you were going to tell me your wife wouldn't let you take out a second mortgage for a fictitious block of land. Oh, I was going to say, mate, it's very tempting to shoot some of those civilians running off, but if we shoot civilians, there's negative consequences in game. Don't ask me what they are, I can't remember, but something bad happens. I can't remember whether you get less XP maybe, or maybe you get less credit rewards at the end of the mission. Something like that happens.
Oh,
bad news.
I wish you
anyway.
had told me that earlier.
Well, I just happened to remember.
I thought I've been popping a few of them off as we've gone there because I just thought, oh, they're not doing anything.
I haven't looked at the full achievements, but I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe, you know, if you popped 100 civilians, you might even get Achiever or something. Oh, now there's blokes throwing grenades here, mate. See if you can shoot one and get him to kill himself with his nade. What you want to look for, the animation is they stop firing and they back up like 12 steps and then they fish around in their pocket. So if you see someone backing up from you, just follow him.
Oh, dear.
Oh! You've got to watch the replay on that bully. I reckon there was 1% left of me getting you back up. That was tight. That was so close.
I did it again. I just started shooting more.
Boom. I love that disintegration punch so much. Where are you at, mate? I've lost you. Oh, there you are. I got you. We're good. Even the animations of the gang members jumping the handrails to get into the fight looks cool. I can't praise this game enough. I am just loving it. I was getting back into Elden Ring the other day, but I'm starting to think I'm not going to be able to finish Elden Ring now until I've finished this.
Well, I think I've been meaning to try and get back into Elden Ring, but it's one of those games that you just sort of, you can't jump in and jump out. You've got to put the time into it.
Couldn't agree more, mate. Absolutely. I'm actually up to a bit in it where I desperately need Unky Dunky to jump back online and kill a boss for me. I am totally stuck against one of the dragons. And it's not even an end boss dragon. It's a dragon between me and... There's like 5 end bosses all in like one little area. And I'm trying to get to the first boss in that area. And there's a dragon between me and him. And I cannot defeat this dragon. So I can't even get up to the bloody boss.
Well, see, the problem with that is you don't need to tell Unky Dunky I need your help because his head is wobbling enough as it is.
Oh, I don't think we actually... Wait, let me just pull up the map. Maybe we do want that train station. One sec.
No, I think down these stairs.
Oh, no, yeah, we're real close. We're real close.
What, did you get one there for the opportunist? What was that?
I think that's the grenade one.
Kill 10 enemies. No, that was kill 10 enemies with an exploding barrel.
Ah, nice.
And level up again.
Have a look at the water effects and me running through it and shooting my gun at the same time. Have a look at those visual effects. Tell me this is one of the coolest games you've seen.
It does look pretty good.
I love it. Now, are you and I'm blanking on the Harrison Ford, robots interrogating AI. What film am I thinking of? From the 80s?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Are you a Blade Runner fan?
Never seen it.
Do you know how the story in that goes or not?
I might be totally off the mark here, but isn't it there's a character in it that he thinks he's human that turns out to be a robot?
Yes. So it's unfortunate that you know that, but my God, man, you've got to watch that film and then come back and play this game. Oh my. It's so similar. I just totally get Blade Runner vibes when I'm playing this, and I love the film Blade Runner so much. You're depriving yourself of an extra layer of joy without seeing that film and playing this game, mate. Can I put it on your must-watch list for your next opportunity, please?
Well, see, I'll have to say, my movie watch list revolves around about 30 movies that I just have on continual repeat. So if it's not on that list, it doesn't really make it.
Do you care to give me your top 10? I'd love to hear them.
Oh, top 10. Jeez, I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'd have to put a bit of thought into it, I think.
All right, well, how about this? I'll give you some homework. Think about it, and on GEA next week, mate, we'll break out our top 10 films. How does that sound?
We can have a look at that. I think oh, gee, I don't know.
Sleep on it, mate. Sleep on it.
Thought into it, I think.
And while you're considering whether you want to spend $6 for the overpowered weapon that you most certainly now would be given instantly, you can also be thinking about your top 10 films. So, remind me post-stream to let Unky Dunky know he needs to write down his list of top 10 films before GEA next week.
That's right. I'll send that off to him.
Perfect. Oh, and wash your hands. Go to the toilet and wash your hands for Achivo as well. It's called hygiene or something.
Won't let me do it. Anyway.
I can't remember how you trigger the toilet, but it's go to the toilet and then wash your hands, and they'll give you, I think, 10 points for being hygienic.
No, it won't let me. Oh, hang on. No. Will not let me do it.
That's definitely a thing. Oh, wait. Is it hold Y? Do you need to maybe hold Y?
Unky Dunky!
Unky Dunky's in the Discord. How you doing?
Good, mate. I just finished work. Just thought I'd jump in and say g'day.
G'day, mate. Did you hear your homework assignment for the week?
Was it to watch Blade Runner?
You do have to watch Blade Runner, but also you need to come up with your top 10 films list. We're going to do our top 10 films.
Top 10 films? Jesus. Everyone tells me I love everything, so that's going to be very hard.
Very good, mate. I love setting you hard homework assignments.
I reckon She's the Man. She's the Man's going to be in there somewhere, I reckon.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that. What's She's the Man? Give me an actor. Give me something.
Amanda Bynes goes into high school, pretends to be her brother, and because she wants to play soccer, but then falls in love with a guy. It's crazy.
Are you being serious now? Because that does not sound like an enjoyable watch.
No, it's actually quite enjoyable. It's not going to be in my top 10, though.
Very good.
How's your going?
Mate, I am loving it sick. This game is bloody phenomenal. I lashed out and spent $6 on the DLC. And it is the most overpowered weapon in the game. And man, the fun factor just blew through the roof.
Nice. How's the online connectivity? I know when we did it back in the day, it was very, very hard to keep a good online game going.
It is perfect, mate. We had one. We've been playing for I don't even know how long. We had one instance of an enemy that I couldn't even see, and Bully could see it but couldn't kill him.
Oh, okay. So no, it's not too bad.
But yeah, one out of... Hold on. I'll switch tabs and I'll tell you how long we've been playing. Which reminds me, Bully, we just finished that mission, and I think you said you had to bounce after that mission, mate. So should we wrap this up, save and quit style?
I reckon we do that, and then we'll jump back into Back for Blood tomorrow morning.
Perfect. I love it. You heard it here, folks. Thank you very much for watching. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. Me and Bully and Unky Dunky. Will you be joining us in some Back for Blood action tomorrow, mate?
Hey, I've got a bit on in the morning. I'll see how I go, though. I would love to jump in for some Back for Blood.
All right. You heard it here, folks. Let's see you tomorrow morning. Geek Aloud. What else can you do with an Unky Dunky?
Like and subscribe, and you'll never miss it.
That's something. I love everything about it.
Fire splash!
Old Uncle Donkey. Donkey.